Caroline.
Hey, Esther.
Hi,
Hey,
Esther.
Hey, Clay.
Hi. Ooh.
You
Girl
guys,
talk.
there's so much to talk about this week, but I wanted to start out by telling you about something called the Sad Girls Club, okay? Sad Girls Club sounds very sexy. It is a non-profit 501c3, don't know what that is, organization founded to create community and diminish stigma around mental health. They strive to support women of color and the millennial and Gen Z population. So obviously, this Sad Girls Club is like exactly what we want it to be. They can be found at sadgirlsclub.org, and it's definitely a great organization worth checking out. And there's lots of ways to support on their website.
Okay, someone woke up on the woke side of the bed.
The more you know. Didn't realize this was
Wow.
a 1998 PSA. Go off, Esther.
I know. I feel like
Good
Jason
morning.
Alexander is like talking into camera and telling us about some charitable organization with NBC.
Like Esther, what's happened? What's happened to you? Are you okay? You seem alive. You alive, alert, ready.
Are you lobotomized?
Alert.
I
Guys,
love her.
we're always on this show trying to shout out charities. What is it that I can read?
I don't know, your eyelids seem to be working better. Like you just seem like more alert and awake. I'm not complaining. I fucking love to see it and I am here for it, and this charity sounds awesome.
Sick. How are you guys doing?
Clay is just covering his tracks so he doesn't seem anti-charity.
Shut up. How's everyone doing?
I want to check with you, Clay. How has your life been since you opened up so vulnerably on the podcast?
Oh my God. Well, I just got out of the shower, so I am going to do some skincare while I tell you this. This is, again, a YouTube exclusive. But you know what? The response has been so nice. I actually felt crazy after the last episode. And I was like, should we scrap the whole thing? I don't know. I just felt really vulnerable, but people have been so nice. And a lot of people have really shared rodent stories that definitely made me feel less alone. Apparently there was some sort of bug outbreak in the food supply in the 90s for pets.
Wow, that is, you know what? That's nice to hear.
Because I've been blaming myself for over 20 years about this whole thing, thinking, because it was my job to the food came in a bag. I was supposed to roll it up the way you roll up chips with a chip clip. And I still am bad at that to this day. If I eat chips, they're going to be stale. So I've been blaming myself. So to hear that other people went through this, that did
healing.
And it's hear that it's someone else's fault. And I think that's a good lesson for all of us, you guys, because as humans, we tend to hold things inside and we internalize and we think that things are our fault and we ruined everything. And it's sometimes the problem and the pain becomes too great to even think of vocalizing it and sharing it. But then the minute you rip that Band-Aid off and you start sharing, things start happening. You feel less alone. And you might find out that the rodent food bug outbreak was the result of a manufacturer's error.
And now I can't imagine how disgusting that factory was, but that's not my problem anymore, okay?
No,
that's not my
free.
Burden.
You're free.
I had a similar burden growing up. My first dog, Duke, died when he was only 4 years old. And my whole life, my sister had led me to believe that I killed him by feeding him a Reese's peanut butter cup on Halloween. But the truth is he had cancer. And no one in my family ever told me. So it's like, I thought all those years I killed Duke. I didn't.
That's despicable of your family. And I'm sorry that you had to go through that. That's tough.
Yeah, that's toxic. That's super toxic. And I meant to tell you guys that I had a friend growing up. This is kind of on the other end of the spectrum. She had finches that she didn't.
Ooh, what is that?
Finch is a bird. They're little love.
I don't like the name one fucking bit. That was gross. Okay, a finch. Okay, go on.
Look up finches.
I can't. I'm not willing to because when I hear the word finch,
I'm screen sharing
okay,
finches.
Because when I hear the word finch, I'm imagining a ferret, but make it evil. A ferret, but make it from hell. I don't. Does it have a really long neck?
No,
it's actually so cute and not what I pictured at all. But Caroline, I have to call you out. Why not just say bird?
She's trying to, oh, they're beautiful. Oh, of course I love
Yeah.
them.
Because a finch is not just a bird, they're special.
Why?
Look at how cute they are.
They're
They have these
kissing.
little orange beaks that are so distinctive. And I don't know, I am a wordsmith. That's how I make my living. Your word choice is important. I revel in the specificity
No,
of words.
Caroline, you are a wordsmith. You are literally a verbal like queen. Like the way you can turn a phrase impresses me in a way that cannot be stated. I have to say something though that always trips me out is that we create these crazy, and when I say we, I mean humans. We create these fantasy worlds, you know, Game of Thrones. I don't know why Shrek comes to mind, but we come up with all this fantasy stuff when in actuality on planet fucking Earth, there are colorful, all colors of the rainbow creatures that can fly and wait for it, talk.
What?
And a parrot, a damn parrot. And we're all just like, anyway, this flying rainbow creature that can literally mimic Beyonce, and like next TikTok, like swipe through, like this is, why don't we acknowledge it more?
Clay,
You sound like you're on
happy
drugs
right now. I love that you're bringing birds to the forefront of conversation.
No, he's on drugs.
I'm not. I'm literally sober as a nun.
Birds are so much more interesting when you think about it than dragons, than unicorns.
Hello.
They fly.
They fly and talk, and they fly, they talk, and they're rainbow. And we have the audacity to literally talk about like unicorns and make up like, bitch, it's called a parrot, and they deserve to be on every little girl's pillow.
I also, do you guys know anyone close to you that has like bird sensitivity or bird trauma? Because I weirdly find this is quite common. People really don't like birds, are very freaked out by them. I as well have had some very negative run-ins with birds that I would like to share. And I never even finished my finch story.
Oh, please share your finch story.
It's one sentence. My friend who had finches, she claimed the finches were evil, and she tried to kill them by putting Windex in their water, and they wouldn't die.
That's so evil.
Yeah, and what was this girl's name?
I can't say.
You're like Marilyn Moldmar. Okay, that's really dark.
Coraline
Goldstein. Okay. Well, I had two birds. I had Icarus and Yoda, and they were parakeets. They were beautiful. And Icarus. You guys, I do have another pet story.
Roman mythology, of course.
It is.
Icarus and Daedalus.
Okay, this is again another really, really traumatizing thing that happened at my dad's house growing up. I will make this one fast because
bad things always happened at dad's house.
Literally, you don't. When it comes to pets, you have no idea. Okay, I'll make this one fast, and I don't want this to be like old hacky thing where it's like, okay, Clay's going to tell another childhood animal trauma. But basically, we had Holly. Holly's doing the bone. Okay. I got a parakeet, Icarus, fabulous bird, blue. We got along, loved him. We got a mate for him, Yoda, which was a little yellow parakeet. We put them together, and they seemed friendly at first. But when we would leave the room, sometimes we would hear loud noises. It got weird. Anyway, I come back in, and there's blood all over the wall. Icarus has been attacking Yoda.
No.
So we had to keep them in separate cages, and they would just glare. They would just glare across the room from each other.
No, Icarus.
Okay, the story's almost over. So one time I'm at my mom's house, and my dad is cleaning out the bird cages or whatever, and
such a horrible job.
And he does it on the balcony for some reason. And he calls me, and I'm supposed to be at my mom's house, but I get a call like, your dad wants, like, you're going to go over to your dad's house. He has something to tell you. I, of course, think that I booked a TV show that I didn't even, I was like.
Cast in Broadway show.
I was like, okay, so Disney Channel finally called. Sweet. I show up there. He's like, so I was cleaning the birds' cages, and Yoda flew out. And Yoda flew off the balcony. And I go, what? Is he okay? He goes, I was really scared at first too, Clay. I was really scared. But then, you won't believe this. A dove flew by, and a hawk, and a crow, and they were all different birds, and they all flew away together. And I think that Yoda's going to be happier there. They're all different birds, and I think they're runaway birds together. They're orphans. And I'm like, okay, this seems like a lie, but I'm going to choose, like Santa vibes. I'm like, okay, I'm going to choose to believe this. This is cool. This is cool. This is cool. I'm processing. I'm like, okay, this is truth. This is truth. This is truth. So I'm just accepting it as truth. I go downstairs in the backyard later. I'm absorbing the information to play with my dog Gracie, and I see
100 animals, by the way.
Yeah, not for long. And I look in the dog's poop, and there's a beak.
Wait.
How is this story just now coming up?
Because honestly, I keep this stuff down. Yeah, so the bird did fly off the balcony.
Clay.
The wings were clipped. It landed on the ground, and my dog ate the bird.
Clay, I have a lot of questions. First of all, your dad saw what happened.
I don't know if he must have
he
seen
knows more that he's letting on, because his little story about all the birds, like the celestial seasonings box, like all these birds together.
The wonder, yes.
He's overcompensating. And second of all, Clay, your timeline, if I may say, is not making sense.
Well, maybe it wasn't like that day, but all I know is that we saw the beak. I saw the bird beak in the poop. Your
own dog ate the bird.
And for some reason, again, this was something where I was just like, it's okay. This isn't happening. It's okay. And like, didn't share that I saw that. I was just like, I love Gracie. I have to continue to love Gracie. That's the that on that.
And
wow.
Is there any possibility that it was a different bird's beak? Or did you recognize Yoda's beak?
It was a really small beak.
Would you say that this
And most dogs can't get birds because most birds have wings and can fly away. This was obviously a bird that had fallen and had trauma.
No domesticated dogs had a taste for parakeets.
They do.
Well, she was a big Rottweiler.
And even Duncan, my cockapoo at my parents' house, he'll eat any creature out there.
And Gracie also mysteriously went missing years later, but we won't get into that.
What?
I can't. I still wait for her.
This is the kind of trauma that like you could have dissociative identity disorder because of this. Formerly
you
known
think
as,
that's what it is? You think that's what I have?
He is wearing a Barbara Streisand shirt and drinking out of a vintage View mug. So
okay, this is my 2007.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong.
Rocking back and forth.
Gracie could have been any beak.
Yeah, you just said, could it have been another bird? Yeah, I don't think that it was.
I don't know, Clay. I'm just trying to make sense of this.
While we're on this topic,
me too. It's been 30 years doing that. Go on.
I want to read you something, and I want you to tell me what it is while we're on this topic. A wealthy San Francisco socialite pursues a potential boyfriend to a small Northern California town that slowly takes a turn for the bizarre when birds of all kinds suddenly begin to attack people.
The birds?
The logline for the birds.
Yeah.
You got it?
Well, yes.
Well, there's only
any
one
movie where birds attack. Yeah.
Oh.
Wait, Mona Lisa Smile?
Wait, the first time I ever got really drunk was in the movie theater seeing Mona Lisa Smile in 10th grade in a water bottle. And it was really, I don't remember the movie. Was it good?
Was it at the Pacific? Sherman
No,
Oaks?
I went over the hill for this one.
Oh my God, you know it was getting crazy when you went to the Century City Theater.
Yeah, that's where it was, Century. Oh my God, we got lit there. Oh my God, and everyone would get drunk and go see like Cheaper by the Dozen too.
Oh my God.
That's what kids had to do back then, okay? We didn't have like YouTube or TikTok. You would have to go see Cheaper by the Dozen. Yeah.
The way you got your kicks in the 90s where you would see 2 movies in one. Like I'll never forget.
Early 2000s, slow your roll.
The best day of my life was when my mom, who's cheap as sin, God bless her, she took me to see Anastasia, and then afterward she was like, let's go see another movie, and we went to see, and we saw Flubber after. Best day of my life.
That's so special. Did you, and you snuck in, right?
We snuck into the second movie.
That is when you know your parents are cool. You did?
Oh my God, we always double features. My special double feature day was when we saw the first movie we saw was Chicago, and then the second was Catch Me If You Can.
Oh,
can you imagine a better day, a better double feature? Like I know you saw Flubber, Caroline, but
no, Esther, you're better.
Esther has told me about this day so many times in our friendship. so many times. But that, oh my God, that award season of like, what was that, 2003, when you had Chicago, you had Catch Me If You Can, like that was, I mean, the Oscars just happened. That was, to me, and what movies were even nominated this year?
I mean,
I have no idea,
There was
honestly.
there was no Chicago. I'll tell you, no one's doing a double feature of like, you know, Frances
Rob,
McDormand being homeless.
I know.
Are you
I
guys
mean,
excited about the West Side Story trailer? Did you watch
I
it?
haven't watched it yet.
It looks really cool.
Exciting. I'm excited about the movie, but there's no big song in the trailer. They really kind of like tease you. It's like a lo-fi version, like in the same way in the Social Network trailer, there's like a lo-fi version of the song Creep. It's like that kind of energy.
Oh, that's okay. Well, I'm willing to give it a chance. I'm excited to see it. You know, Maddie's in it. Maddie Ziegler.
She is?
Yes.
That's amazing.
I know.
I can't wait.
I'm so excited. It was supposed to come out like a year ago. We were going to do like a whole huge press bonanza, and
Can I just
because of
say,
COVID.
I am so excited about the film, but Ansel Elgort is a bit of a buzzkill for me.
Call me a thief. There's been a robbery. I love his solo music.
No,
He has solo music?
You have to listen to the song "Call Me a Thief." It's very good.
Covered
But
extensively
what about
on
his
This Week Had Me Like.
allegations?
I think, are you talking about Armie Hammer?
No,
bitch.
Ansel. No, Ansel. Listen, I don't know the details on that about what's going on with Ansel Elgort. All I know is that I will be having to help sell the movie West Side Story, so I'm not going to really get into that. But I will say, check out his hit song "Call Me a Thief."
All I know is that he has no grit to me. I need like a little grit, he's got that puffy, smooth baby face. I need a little Broadway legitimacy, something.
Yeah.
You know, his dad is a huge fashion photographer.
Oh, I hate that.
And one time, and so when I was in a band, we got asked to be shot for Teen Vogue. And it was like this fashion story. And well, don't worry, this is not going to be a bragging story. And I got there and they were like, like looking at me like, why don't you sit this one out? And basically they had everyone in the band but me, and they had a model replace me for the pictures.
No, they didn't.
It wasn't like a shoot for us. It was like we were a band in the background while two girls were wearing like rocker clothes and dancing, and they literally replaced me with a model. And everyone else was in the band. And then afterwards, Ansel felt bad and was like, come here and get together and I'll just take a picture of just the four of you. And like, we did use those pictures forever, but that was a really tough moment.
Wait, what's Ansel's father's first name? Like what's
Arthur Elgort.
Arthur. Okay, I'm gonna find this picture if it kills me.
Look, he shot everything.
Wow. Okay. That story is, I was going to tell a story about a time a seagull stole my hot dog at the zoo, but that does take the cake in terms of trauma.
I actually do need to hear that story because that's classic.
I can't follow that. Look, short story. It's back on bird trauma. I was at the zoo with my mom. I was about to eat a hot dog, about to take my first bite. I didn't even get a bite in, and a seagull out of nowhere, I was nowhere near the beach, it was at the zoo, came in with unbelievable precision, picked the hot dog out of my bun and flew away. And who got in trouble? Me. My mom got so mad at me for letting a seagull outsmart me. I think I've told this story on the show before, so I'm sorry for anyone listening.
No,
that's
I just
incredible.
think it's so funny because that is a waste of money and that would really piss your mom off.
Oh yeah, and I was like, Mom, I'm so hungry. Can I get another hot dog? And she was like, are you kidding me?
You
can't be trusted with a hot dog at the beach.
You had at the zoo, and you had a hot dog, and you lost it.
Fuck, that's rough. I'm really sorry that happened to you.
That was just on the subject of bird trauma, but we can move on.
I think we should.
Let's talk about how daunting it can be to build a presentation. Especially if you're someone like me in design, it doesn't come naturally. Presenting is much more nuanced than throwing together bullet points and charts, okay? Part of the challenge is making the experience memorable for an audience, so making presentations has been very stressful for me, okay? Canva Pro is the easiest way to create presentations like a pro, whether you're presenting to your team, students, or clients, or for me when I'm making decks for my business sleepover, or even just like if you're working on something creative, trying to pitch. Canva Pro has beautiful layouts for every industry, theme, and project. If you don't know where to start, Canva Pro can help inspire your creativity with thousands of free designer-made templates that are totally customizable. They're eye-catching, they're time-saving tools and editing features. I can create high-quality, high-resolution presentation in minutes, and they look stunning. And plus, I can collaborate, share, and present on any device. Wow your audience with Canva Pro, the easiest way to create presentations. Right now, you can get a free 45-day extended trial. Just go to canva.me/glowingup to get your free 45-day extended trial. That's canva.me/glowingup. Canva.me/glowingup. You guys will love it. Hey Glowmies, it's time to talk about one of my favorite sponsors ever. It's called Magic Spoon. I cannot believe that Magic Spoon is sponsoring this show because I buy Magic Spoon all the time because I am obsessed with it. You guys know that cereal is so addicting. It's so much fun to eat, but all the traditional cereals we grew up with were so filled with junk and sugar and like a total scam. That's where Magic Spoon comes in. It's adult cereal, but it still feels young. My absolute favorite flavor is fruity. I can't say enough good things. You guys, Magic Spoon has 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and only 4 net grams of carbs in each serving, only 140 calories per serving. It's keto-friendly, gluten-free, grain-free, soy-free, low-carb, and GMO-free. And there's some exciting news, you guys. Magic Spoon has released a super delicious new flavor, birthday cake. Birthday cake Magic Spoon will be available in a special 5-pack for a limited time only, so get it while you can. Or build your own box. Cocoa, fruity, frosted peanut butter, and cinnamon. I'm telling you, you will love fruity. And if you guys are listening from Canada, Magic Spoon now ships there as well. Go to magicspoon.com/glowingup to grab the new limited edition birthday cake or a custom bundle of cereal to try it today. And be sure to use our promo code GLOWINGUP at checkout to save $5 off your order. The offer is now good anywhere in the US or Canada, but only when you use our code at checkout. And Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it's backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they'll refund you. No questions asked. Remember, get your next delicious bowl of guilt-free cereal at magicspoon.com/glowingup and use our code GLOWINGUP to save $5 off.
Wait, what were we just talking about though?
Ansel Elgort, Carlotta.
Okay, West Side Story. Enough about Carlotta, but West Side Story looks. I mean, I'm excited to see it. I just, it's such it looks like.
I love a Steven Spielberg directing a musical. Like, say no more.
You know,
Guys.
Hook was supposed to be a musical,
Huh?
and his
Guys,
biggest regret was that they cut out all the songs.
Esther, what's wrong?
I'm gonna try to redeem myself, and I'm gonna read you another log line, and you have to guess what it is.
Okay.
5 years after an ominous, unseen presence drives most of society to suicide, a mother and her 2 children make a desperate bid to reach safety.
Huh.
I never saw Bird Box, but is it Bird Box?
It is. How'd you know?
I don't know. Isn't that what Bird Box is about?
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Yeah, me neither.
Is this where you trying to prove that it wasn't just about the bird?
Okay, let me guess. I'm gonna guess the third one. Is it Bye Bye Birdie?
Oh God.
Was it?
My logic was that I'm so embarrassed at how fast you guys got the birds that I was like, okay, I have to make something bird.
Okay, let me give you the. Okay, here are your other options. Bye Bye Birdie. Follow That Bird. What's the third option?
Isn't there a movie with like a talking parrot?
Polly.
Oh,
that movie starring Hallie Kate Eisenberg, the Pepsi girl.
Oh,
she did 2 movies, Polly and The Miracle Worker, which was on ABC Wonderful World of Disney, got panned, and I stan her, followed her on Instagram for a minute.
That day that Clay's dad called him, Clay was like, I am like taking over and Polly too, that little bitch.
Have you guys seen Polly?
No.
Oh.
It's an 1998 American. Okay, I'm gonna read the log line of Polly.
Can I just say this, you guys? I had all the Subway toys from Polly. Polly was it's one of my
Subway
favorite
toys.
movies. Subway always got like the 4th ranked. Like, you know what I mean? Like McDonald's wasn't gonna make a Polly toy, but
So you were
Subway
eating the
stepped in.
you got the circle sandwich in the kids' meal?
Oh, absolutely, I did.
Wow, I was eating like an adult at a younger age.
Caroline, please read the log line of Polly, because I'm gonna get emotional. I already know I am. It's such a good movie.
Okay, it's okay, Polly seems weird. Polly, a talking parrot, recounts his travels looking for his original owner to a Russian janitor who helps him to the end of his journey.
Yes, I believe it's the guy from Monk.
It's Tony. I'm seeing the cast right now, and it's a star-studded cast. We're talking Tony Shalhoub, Cheech Marin, Gina Rollins, and Jay Moore, who I think is like...
Jay Moore is the voice of Polly.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jay Moore, after one of my sets, he totally tried to hit on me like 5 years ago. It was really...
In a creepy way or complimentary way?
Like not, I didn't feel unsafe or anything. Like it was not like bad, but I'm just like, ugh.
You're like, will you sign my Polly Subway kids toy?
Okay, but can I just say this? Because they're not explaining it in a way that's going to make your heart melt.
Okay.
There's a little girl that stutters, played by the Pepsi girl. She can barely talk. And they get her the parrot, and the parrot teaches her how to like not stutter. She gets the confidence. And then it flies away out the window. I'm like, was this based on my life? And then the whole movie is the bird trying to get back to the little girl owner. And it's like a road trip movie where he meets all these other people and he changes their lives.
I'm going to say something right now, and I don't want to break your heart, Clay, but the Polly Subway toys were so janky. I'm showing my screen right now.
Yep, those were them.
They
even the logo. Wait, that was the logo for Polly. It's just like
words
computer.
in a heart. Yeah. It's
Did you have a childhood?
This is what I played with.
It looks like a toy at a doctor's
that's what I
office.
I had the one, the little stick, one below that.
Oh shit, I lost this one.
Yes, that's the one I had. Oh my god, yes.
Oh my god, it's gorgeous. This one's kind of nice.
Yeah, thank you.
I mean, Esther, I was gonna ask Esther, what's your most valuable kids' toys? I think I know the answer. It's the Nuggets.
Yeah, it's the Halloween chicken McNuggets.
Oh, but those are iconic.
Yeah, is that what you were gonna guess?
Yeah, of course. Do you remember when McDonald's would do Beanie Babies? That was always very
They were called Teeny Beanies,
Teeny
right?
Babies. Yes, yeah. I have all of them.
Okay, I did not mean to touch a nerve. I just want to apologize.
You should. No,
Wait,
yeah, that was the Teeny Beanie craze was like ridiculous. That we were driving to McDonald's like in Evanston and all the neighboring areas. My dad was calling. You know, you were getting extra meals. Like you were doing a lot of work in that time.
I actually read an amazing book called The Beanie Baby Bubble, which was did you know about this book?
Dave read it and told me about the good parts.
I tried to get everyone I know to buy the book and like option the book because I feel like it could be something. And everyone said it's not. But
wait, that's crazy because Dave literally has talked about that. We need to
should we all go in and yeah, but no one who's listening to go if someone who's listening to this buys the rights to the Beanie Baby story, we're gonna be annoyed. Be a girl's girl and don't do that, listener, okay?
Wait, I want to get in on this.
Let's all pool our money together and buy the rights to the Great Beanie Baby Bubble.
And we like self-direct it without the help of a major studio. It's completely independently financed. We all go bankrupt making the story of our lives.
No, we should get all the Glomies.
We win an Oscar.
Yes. No, we should get the Glomies to pay for it, a la Zach Braff.
We're making a Kickstarter for our Beanie Baby musical.
Okay, but you guys. It should be a musical, of course. Okay,
Okay, sorry.
No, go on. No, this is just okay. So speaking of McDonald's, I watched a really interesting YouTube video that I'll know that my algorithm for YouTube is that of like a morbidly obese 80-year-old gay man in Palm Springs, but who's immobile. But so It was a video like, why are the McDonald's ice cream machines always broken?
Yeah.
We know this trope. It's like meme cultured out. I'm listening. I'm like, this is really interesting. I look, it came out yesterday. It has 2 million views. This thing is going to go viral. This guy did spend a year of his, this guy spent a year of his life investigating why this happens. And it's,
I have a theory.
Oh, a Tyra level rabbit hole. Why don't you guys share what your theories are first? Because you might be right.
Go.
My guess is it has something to do with the maintenance and cleaning of the machines, because I know that soft servy ice cream type things, Slurpee machines, there was this very brief period of time, Esther, you'll freak out about this, where I swear to God, in LA, when I was in high school, there was a very brief tie-in with Pinkberry, and they had these like, there was like this Pinkberry Starbucks crossover moment where they had these like soft serve non-coffee drinks. I can't even, like, that's a whole separate thing.
God,
do you remember that?
Yes. Oh my
and the
God.
whole program,
neither of you told me that?
It was such a brief moment in time, and I think it was only piloted in LA, and I still think it's a fever dream to this day. You can't find any information about it online, but the reason it shut down, I'll never forget, is because the machines were too hard to clean, and it was like this whole thing where the workers would have to get there early and stay late to clean the machines, and they had to shut the whole thing down. So I think it's machine maintenance based. I guess we know that. It's like,
can customers volunteer to clean the machines?
Okay, well, you know, I was in the soft serve industry because I worked at Menchie's for 2 years, but that's a tale for another day.
Oh my God.
Esther, do you want to do you have any guesses about, and by the way, think big, don't think small, I want you to get like your QAnon hat on about why this is happening. Esther?
Well, I want to say my first instinct was similar to Caroline's. It's like, it's got to be like a bacteria growing. You know, I remember we used to go there all the time for the ice cream, and we would see, and my dad would always point it out, these like plastic bags full of the soft serve like goo, and he'd like, look at that, just sitting there in plastic, like make me feel bad about it. So it could be
what about it's very cheap and people will just come in and get a cone, which I know me and my mom would always do. You go in and get like a 50-cent cone, so they're losing profit margins on that. They want. So
here's where you're being smart. You're following the money. That you're closer. Should I just tell you guys, because it's intense?
Yeah.
Basically, the maker of the machines is called Taylor, and they make machines for Wendy's, Burger King. Those places don't have any problems. Okay, when have you been to Wendy's and they've said you can't get
never
a Frosty? It doesn't happen.
By the way, strawberry Frosties are coming out this summer. Continue.
Ooh, okay, we'll have to go there. Basically, Taylor has an exclusive deal with McDonald's. The other ones don't. They have a choice of who can make their machines. If you have a McDonald's franchise, you have to get a machine from Taylor. Now, Taylor provides them with the jankiest, most confusing machines that they're not giving to Wendy's. They're not giving the other ones, because 25% of Taylor's money comes from people coming and fixing it. So every year they go, we're going to upgrade it, and they make it more complicated. So they want it to break so that the McDonald's people have to call the Taylor person to come fix it. I'm literally down the rabbit hole. It's a travesty. You look at the machines for Wendy's, it makes perfect sense. It literally says like the names of stuff. On the McDonald's ones, there's no names. It's all weird designs. It's designed to fail.
Clay, there's a name for that.
Go on.
It's called forced obsolescence.
Yeah, I was planned obsolescence.
Planned obsolescence.
Well, that's basically what Taylor is doing with the McDonald's stuff. And let's just say that 2 million views in like 2 days, like we're on the beginning of something. A change is coming around these parts, and the people aren't going to stand for it anymore.
So it's a Taylor issue, and they're just trying to milk McDonald's for all they're worth.
Clayton, I don't want to look, I don't want to be the dream killer, but these kinds of contracts are things you don't understand. Okay. And you can go viral all you want, but this is an age-old corporate contract. These things don't give a fuck about no little viral video. Okay. This is not going to change, and you need to accept this country, and you need to accept this corporate shenanigans.
God bless America. Sorry.
Nobody cares about you. You're
Okay, now it's feeling personal. Okay, but here's the thing.
Icarus wanted to die.
No, Icarus was the killer. Yoda died. Okay, but here's where I'm going to disagree with you, is that McDonald's has been in a decline for many years. Yes, the Travis Scott collab.
Oh, they've been desperately, ever since Chipotle. It started with Chipotle. When customers started being able to customize their like fast food options.
Well, that's fast casual. That and Panera too. So the Chipotles and the Paneras of the world are this sort of like middle ground between a restaurant and fast food, and the American consumer wants that more bespoke, luxurious experience. So I do think McDonald's cares about their PR, and a viral thing like this, I don't know, I think it could have some impact.
I really
First
hope
of all,
so. McDonald's has lost its identity. They're all over the place.
Thank you. I know. Who are
I think
they?
you guys are wrong. I think you guys are wrong. First of all, McDonald's was an early investor in Chipotle. I do think they've since been bought
owned
out.
it. No, they owned it.
It's more about like Clay saying the rise of like consumer choice in fast casual options and like putting together. It was one of the factors that like led to McDonald's. Like they've redone their menu so many times. They've tried to, do they want to be healthy? Sometimes they'll go in like a healthier direction and then that won't work.
Then it'll be wings and mozzarella sticks and
but they did breakfast all day. They ended breakfast all day. That they don't even
But that was COVID. But that was a COVID thing, no?
I just don't see Chipotle.
Or did they use that as an excuse?
I don't think they're competitors.
Follow the money.
I really don't.
Follow the money.
I don't see I don't think I wake up and go Chipotle or McDonald's. It's like it's okay, McDonald's or In-N-Out. I don't see those two as comparable meals. I get what you're saying, like we all have more choices and that makes us go there less, but I don't see them really.
It's more about McDonald's was losing business and they were desperately trying to revamp everything to try to regain that market share.
But Esther, before there was Chipotle or a Panera, you would just say, oh, I want McDonald's or fast food. You're going to say, I'm not in the mood to go to a restaurant at all, but I want something fast and good. So there wasn't that option. Now there is that option. It didn't exist before that space.
So McDonald's is trying to make sure it maintains relevancy with millennials. Millennials are not, and Gen Z, they're not going to McDonald's.
No, I don't think Gen Z has a relationship with McDonald's the way we do.
And the Travis Scott thing was genius in all seriousness. Like, I think that was the best thing they've done in a long time.
I trust McDonald's. I feel like McDonald's is going to figure it out. It's like Disney. They just, these certain corporations, they're too big to fail. You know, the Titanic was unsinkable.
The Titanic did sink, though. The Titanic, did you see the second VHS? The Titanic sinks.
Wait, oh my God. Esther, I know what you're saying. I think McDonald's is probably too big to fail and has a certain nostalgic market hold, and like
it's iconic.
Like there's no one's debating that McDonald's is iconic, honey. Like we're not coming for that.
Yeah. I'm not even arguing that they're iconic. I'm arguing that they have so much money and power, they will figure it out. They'll fire the CEO, they'll get another one, they'll fire that one. They will go.
But honey, they've been trying to figure it out for about 15 years, and that ship, it might not be underwater, but it's certainly not smoothly sailing the way it was in the 90s.
Consumers are
navigating. Iceberg, right ahead.
I stand Kathy Bates in that movie. Molly Brown is the true star. Where's her origin story? I want Kathy Bates to reprise the role in a miniseries. Bring back Molly Brown.
Interesting. I'm looking up the New York Stock Exchange numbers for MCD, known as McDonald's Corp. And 5 years ago, their company, the share of their company was $126. And today it's basically $100 more. It's $231. So I'm not really seeing that McDonald's is hurting personally.
I remember reading a long form article very recently about like McDonald's regime changes and like identity crisis. So I'm going to find that and I will send that to both of you.
Because here's the thing. It's like Burger King is kind of trying to do a revamp, but like Burger King and Taco Bell are like, we're fast food, we're bad for you, we're fun. Like they know who they are. It's sort of like your munchy, guilty pleasure stoner food. Wendy's is like, we're quality, we're a girl, like come here, like you'll get filled up. And McDonald's doesn't know quite who they are right now.
Yeah, I think Esther might be onto something, but there is definitely I'm reading an article, I'm looking at some articles like 5 years ago, McDonald's was having a problem where they were trying to be all things to all different people. They were trying to embrace healthy and they were like doing new salads. They were trying to embrace build your own and they were doing build your own burgers. They were trying to do breakfast all day and like they were spreading themselves too thin and they were losing the thread. And I'm not sure where they are at now, but we'll dig more.
What do you like to get at McDonald's? Do you guys like McDonald's?
I just
Growing
went to
up, I got a.
McDonald's like a week ago and I was so disappointed.
Well,
What'd
what'd
you
you
get?
get?
So I I always like to get nuggets. Nuggets usually don't lead me wrong. So I got spicy nuggets. They were good. I got fries, of course. And man, I feel like it's pretty hit or miss. I feel like more times than not the fries are cold when I go or like not fresh. Which is like the
That's
whole reason you're there, you know?
Do you
And
get what sauce do you get?
I I like a sweet and sour for my nuggets.
yeah, that's good.
And I always like to get a buttermilk ranch for my fries. That's kind of my thing.
Okay, well, you said that casually, but that's quirky, that's different, that's cool.
I thought ranch was kind of a universal fries thing.
I feel like people
I
don't get ranch at McDonald's though.
no,
Really?
me either.
Yeah.
Huh.
I
Is that a
I like
salad dressing?
Ranch?
no,
Yeah,
it's
is
for
it?
dipping. It's for
It's
dipping.
just I think it's called buttermilk ranch at McDonald's.
It's called butter. Yeah, I'm a breakfast girl. I love egg McMuffin and hash browns is like my go-to comfort food. I do love
They're
that.
so fucking good. And I love that the eggs are fresh.
It's just they really have like the perfect. It really is like a perfect little. But I mean, it's hard to mess up a breakfast sandwich. Esther, do you ever go to McDonald's? I don't
I
hear you talk about it.
I don't really go anymore because there's not much for me. But growing up, it was my go-to because I had to go to the hospital a lot because I was a sick kid. So I would always get McDonald's and I would get a 4-piece chicken nuggets with Sprite because I wasn't allowed to have caffeine. Um, yeah, I love McDonald's. It's such a happiness. Like they got me, you know. But there's not much on the menu. Dave fucking loves McDonald's.
What does
He
he get?
always, I don't even know, like double cheeseburgers or something. He is just
The
I-
burgers there are not good to me.
The
They
thing I
like
like
cookie-
about the burgers are
go
like,
down quick.
yeah, they're quick. Exactly. They're very mushy and soft. Like you don't have to
I
beat
love
them
mush. I
up.
love mush. Yeah.
And I love the pickles on a McDonald's burger. They've got a very distinct like texture and mouthfeel. They're like a little sweet. Oh my God.
Are you getting mouthwatering?
A little bit, a little bit.
Renee, do you want McDonald's for dinner?
Wait, I have to show you guys. I pulled up a very important graphic that I want to show Esther. And I found evidence of the Starbucks Pinkberry Los Angeles crossover.
Was it Justin? Because I
It
honestly
was,
had
it
never thought
was.
about this, but I remember this happening.
Esther, I want you to look at this. Do you see this?
Oh, sorbetto. Yeah.
This was a
What?
sorbetto, and it was a whole special machine at Starbucks, and it was like a soft serve drink that was like, but also a sorbet, and it was the Pinkberry flavored sorbetto, and that was the base, and then you could either get it plain or combined with these other flavors, and it
Well, guys,
died. It died a dirty death.
what
Did
was
you
it?
have it?
Oh, I was addicted to it. It was the summer of the sorbetto. I was getting it
Creamy
all
yogurt.
the time.
Oh my God. A pinkberry flavored sorbetto, creamy yogurt blend with a tangy zip.
Can you believe this? Imagine it was like the peak of Pinkberry and then they collab with Starbucks. And then it was the machines.
The
But wait, was
machine.
this actually pinkberry or was it
Look!
just? But is that just? I guess pinkberry isn't an actual fruit. I literally was like, well, maybe it's just the
No, that's
pinkberry.
a trademark term.
Oh wow, you're right. Fuck.
The machines didn't want us to enjoy it.
It's Taylor's behind this.
Singularity.
Taylor is behind this. Okay.
Guys, it's time to talk about being clean in your butt. Okay, you guys, hello Tushy. They've got a brand new 3.0 modern bidet attachment. It's stylish, it's eco-friendly, easy to install, and will help stop flushing toilet paper costs down the toilet. Hello Tushy 3.0 cleans your butt like a champ, but it doesn't stop there. It cleans itself with a smart spray automatic self-cleaning nozzle. I'm not kidding you. The Hello Tushy 3.0 attaches to your existing toilet with no electricity, no extra plumbing, no tech support needed. And it cuts down toilet paper use by 80%. So it's actually good for the environment. Plus, Hello Tushy bidet attachment comes with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. This is a great present for Mother's Day. We highly recommend you getting this as a Mother's Day gift. Give the gift of a clean butt. Go to hellotushy.com/glow-up to get 10% off plus free shipping. This is a special offer for our listeners at hellotushy.com/glow-up for 10% off. That's hellotushy.com/glow-up. Glomies, today's episode is brought to you by Thrive Cosmetics. Thrive Cosmetics products are made with clean, high-performance, skin-loving ingredients. Their clinically proven formulas not only highlight your best features, they actually improve your skin over time. All Thrive Cosmetics products are formulated without parabens, sulfates, and phthalates. You know what I'm talking about. Thrive Cosmetics never tests on animals. They're Leaping Bunny and PETA certified as 100% vegan and cruelty-free. They're on a bold mission that's truly bigger than beauty. For every product purchased, Thrive Cosmetics donates to help women thrive. You guys, Thrive Cosmetics, they're actually helping women. They're helping women emerge from homelessness, surviving domestic abuse, fighting cancer, and more. I absolutely love their products. I love their mascara. I have the Brilliant Eye Brightener. It's like a little highlighter that I use in the inner corners of my eyes. The Liquid Balm Lip Treatment and the Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara. These products are really excellent and they're best-selling products. Let's talk about Four Sigmatic. They're a wellness company known for their delicious mushroom coffee. Four Sigmatics. Mushroom coffee is real, organic, fair trade, single origin Arabica coffee with lion's mane mushroom for productivity and chaga mushroom for immune support. We over here at Glowing Up have been starting our days off with Four Sigmatic's ground mushroom coffee with lion's mane instead of regular coffee. And it really helps give you focus and just makes you get shit done. It's amazing, and I absolutely feel an uptick in my productivity every time I drink it. It helps me focus like nothing else. Mushroom coffee is also easy on my gut. It doesn't leave me with that awful jittery feeling or any kind of midday crash. And all their products at Four Sigmatic are organic, vegan, and gluten-free, and every single batch is third-party lab tested to ensure its purity and safety, so you know you're getting the highest quality coffee and mushrooms possible. Now you're thinking, does the coffee taste like mushrooms? It tastes just like the coffee you love. It brews dark and nutty and it tastes incredible. And they have over 20,000 5-star reviews. And best of all, they back their products with a 100% money back guarantee. Okay, I'm on board with that. You guys, we have an exclusive offer with Four Sigmatic on their best-selling mushroom coffee. This is just for Glowing Up listeners. It's kind of a big deal. Get up to 40% off plus free shipping on mushroom coffee bundles. To claim this deal, you must go to foursigmatic.com/glowingup. This offer is only for Glowing Up listeners and is not available on the website. You'll save up to 40% and get free shipping. Go right now to foursigmatic.com/glowingup and fuel your productivity and creativity with some delicious mushroom coffee.
Do you guys remember when all Starbucks, 10 years ago, had that cafe inside of it?
Yeah, McCafe.
No, that's
Hey, you're
McDonald's.
talking about McDonald's? Yeah.
Oh,
No.
sorry.
Starbucks. No, when Starbucks had Benton or El Beignon Cafe, and they all had all new food,
Not
and
a
it was
thing.
for a year. Yes, it was. They bought some San Francisco bakery and La Boulangerie.
Oh, Boucherie. Yeah, I remember
Yes,
that. La
and
Boulange.
they had the best breakfast sandwiches and the best little almost pastries that were breakfast sandwich. Do you know what I'm talking about, Caroline?
It's not ringing a bell.
For me, it wasn't like a cafe within, but it was just they were selling this brand of pastry and
Yes.
French treats.
Yes.
I kind of having a bit of recall of the logo.
Yeah.
If anything, I'm like seeing it in my mind's eye.
Esther, can you find this?
Yeah, I'm looking.
I mean,
Yeah,
this is officially just a
lingerie.
fast food podcast. It just is at this point.
I just texted you. I think this is at Boulangerie.
Yeah, that sounds right. Let me look. Oh my gosh, we're
Oh,
looking.
no, it's La Boulange.
Yes, thank you. This is what it was. And they had they literally had these, okay, they look kind of gross. I'm not going to say what they look like, but they had.
Yes, okay, this is coming back to me. I'm going to share my screen.
We're not going to say what this looks like, but these things were delicious. Oh my God.
What does it look like?
I love this pink,
yeah, it's cute.
pastel vibe. And also note that all my tabs are because I was researching a sex toy, and I just want to call that out, and it's very obvious.
Why were you researching it?
I'm trying to buy the new trend in female sex toys, Clay.
This is interesting. Go on. I want to hear all about this. I love this.
Esther, are you familiar with I don't know the correct name for them, but they're basically clit suckers.
Oh yeah, the Womanizer.
The Womanizer.
The Womanizer.
About it.
The Womanizer is huge. Lily Allen obviously has her own Womanizer, which is how this all started for me. I was like, why is Lily Allen shilling a sex toy? She's one of my icons. Looked more into it. I'm like way behind the curve. The Womanizer is a huge deal. It latches onto your clit and it uses like air pressure to like mimic the feeling of sucking. Mm-hmm. I don't understand, but I have gone so deep in Reddit sex toy forums, finding the best version of the Womanizer. I am now off the Womanizer and I'm looking at the WeVibe Melt, which is apparently better for using in conjunction with P and V sex, as we like to say.
Pull it up. Let's see it.
Yeah, I would love to see it. Can we see this, Caroline?
I'm sharing my screen, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never heard the phrase P and V sex.
I'm using the correct lingo from Reddit. Hold on, I want to read like a review. Look, I'm like reading long reviews on these things, guys.
Okay, wait. What did it say? Clawing? I saw something that said clawing.
I'm spending.
Melt position.
Okay, so I'm looking right now at the WeVibe Melt. I want to shout out this website, Fallophile Reviews. I am obsessed with this writer. She's writing the most like these essays, these tomes on sex toys, comparing them on levels of specificity that I didn't even know that someone could pull out of a sex toy. I'm like, I haven't read the news the last 2 days. I haven't like engaged in current events. I'm just deep in sex toy reviews. So I'm looking at the WeVibe Melt, which to me seemed flashy. Like it has you can connect it to an app and you can control it from the app. I was like, I don't want that. But yeah. I was so turned off, but this girl's like, no, don't be fooled by that. The shape means that you can use it, as I said, in conjunction with a partner, let's say. So it's partner friendly and whatever, you don't have to use the app, and it has a great suck on it. I don't know what to tell you guys. And now I'm like,
now I'm going to ask questions, and I don't want you guys to think that I'm like ignorant at all, but so do girls use dildos as much as they use vibrators?
Yes, I think
I'm gonna say no.
It all depends on personal preference.
Right.
That a lot of people, there's all different kinds of dildos. Like there's G-spot stimulating dildos. There's like dildos that are just dildos that are like vibrate and you just shove it up there. Like I think that some people, Esther, are more stimulated. Everyone's different. I think that's
I know, but I do feel like with like most of my girlfriends, I've never had like a dildo conversation.
Well,
I think there's shame. I think there's shame there, and there shouldn't be.
There's shame in female sexuality, and I think that's also part of the big lie that like women are turned on and can come from penetrative sex. It's like, actually, no, it's all about the fucking clit, obviously. And like, that's why I'm so excited about this clit sucker. I'm like,
yeah, that's cool. If I had a clit, I would want it to be sucked for sure.
I'm like, why? They should be giving these things out with the stimulus check. Every woman should have one of these and getting her fucking clit sucked to heaven and earth.
Stimulus check.
I'm serious. I'm all about this. And I'm also looking at a different vibrator. I might buy two. That is so me, by the way. Like I haven't had my clit sucked. Now I'm already buying two different ones for two different kinds of clit sucking.
Yeah.
But it's just
for both your clits, right? That's how it works.
I do have two, but I do want to say, look, I'm deep in this review. I want to shout out this other product called the Laura de Carlo.
Oh. This looks like La Mer or something. Like this looks like soft serve on top.
It's a tiny little like looks like a pebble or something from the lake. It's just got a spherical shape, and it stimulates because guys, it stimulates like the whole because the clit is not just the clit that's poking out. Your clitoral tissue goes down the sides of your vagina. We're also not talking about that the clit is not just what you see. It like goes back and down the sides.
Now the clit is the thing in the middle, right?
The clit's the thing at the top that sticks out, and it's where all the nerve endings are.
Cool. Okay.
And it's clitoral tissue. It like goes down beyond where we can see. So like that, this stimulates all of the clit. I'll just say that.
That's so exciting, Caroline. I hope that I hope that your clit gets sucked. I hope that it feels amazing. Like that's really cool.
I mean, it better get sucked. I'm buying like $400 worth of clit suckers.
I've never been like a sex toy person per se.
I'm super into it. I'm like really in a sexual renaissance right now.
That's so
Ooh.
cool. What does that feel like? What are you feeling?
Well,
like you want to give me a big kiss?
Oh my god. Can we actually X Esther out of the Zoom really quick?
It sounded like a creepy uncle or something.
Yeah.
Like, come and give Uncle Esther a big hug. Like you've grown so much. No,
Do you need a neck massage, Caroline?
All I'm saying is that my new discovery is that I like pain mixed with sex. So
What?
I like to like biting and like ass slapping, like hard ass slapping.
Oh, well, yeah, of course.
But I and my consensual sexual partner, Donut, went to the sex store and bought like not whips, like little like paddles. And
Yeah.
I'm like obsessed.
Yeah, spanking's
What?
cool.
Esther, I'm going to show you pictures later. You're going to die.
You can show me pictures too.
I'll show you too, Clay. I was drunk with power. Like I've never like wielding this thing. I felt like sexy Miss Trunchbull.
Oh, so you're the dom? Are you doing switching, or are you the dom, or are you the sub?
I wouldn't say that it's become like a very formalized like.
I'm sorry to even ruin it I'm sorry to even like put a
I
label
enjoy
on it.
having my ass smacked with this like switch thing. It's
Sure.
very like I tried out a bunch of different ones in the store. It was not that painful. It's very easy to wield. It doesn't feel like intense and scary.
Yeah.
And then I was enjoying with some minor like penis grazing and minor whipping.
A whipping of the penis.
No, not the penis.
Oh.
Sorry. I feel bad saying it because it's like really blowing up my partner's spot.
Oh,
Like,
we can change the subject. Esther looks aghast.
chest area on the partner.
Oh yeah, that's great. Oh my god, you know what else? I don't know, maybe straight guys don't like this, but you should really try punching him in the chest.
Oh, I like that.
Especially if he's strong, like he will like that.
Why?
Because it just feels great if you're strong and somebody's like punching you in the chest. It's like King Kong. It's like that felt good even doing that myself.
When I have sex with my partner, I want to be like the climactic scene of Godzilla versus Kong. On HBO.
That's what I imagine. You are Godzilla, aren't you?
I have like a big scaly tail.
Yeah, that likes to get sucked.
Like,
that's so cool.
Anyway, so I'm having a great time. Like, sure, the Pinkberry Starbucks collaboration stopped in 2007, but you don't see me crying about it.
Everyone's bright red. You guys are bright red. I think this is cool. No shame.
I'm not ashamed.
She's not. She's cool.
I've never tried a fleshlight. And
I am so jealous you have a penis. I would do so much with my penis. Fleshlight would be top of my list.
Well, here's the thing is that like it's so, if anyone doesn't know what it is, it's basically like a pocket pussy, but now they put it in like a flashlight, or it can be a pocket butthole. Maybe I would get a pussy. That could be, maybe that would be cool to try that, but I don't want that. But anyway, the reason why I haven't tried it is that like it's supposed to feel like the inside of someone, and I feel like my hand feels more like the inside of someone. Like warm skin feels, I don't know, like the hand and the dick, they go together like peanut butter and jelly. Like it's already perfect as it is.
Yeah, God blessed you with the perfect fleshlight, your own hands.
Yeah, that's I use these as a fleshlight and to do hair, I guess, ultimately.
I mean, what can't those hands do? The hands blessed by an angel. I'm always more concerned about the cleaning and like the ability.
Oh yeah, I don't want a fleshlight. I'm not gonna clean that. I know I won't.
They're not that hard to clean though. I like
still won't do
once
it.
got a bunch of them for some giveaway. It's just all silicone. That doesn't even, that like cleans itself.
Yeah, but once a guy is done, he's done with everything.
I get that.
Like it's game over. You're done.
Yeah, but you just revisit it and rinse water.
Yeah, you would think that that's something I would do.
I am just so, if I had a penis, I would stick it in everything.
Tell me what.
A fleshlight. I would get I would like fuck fruit, I feel like.
Oh my god.
Like I think it's
you
more
can
just,
still
like,
do
it's
that
like
now.
No, it's not the same.
It's not a cucumber or something.
No.
No,
I think it's penetrative. No girl wants just like with zombie penetrative sex with like a lifeless item. That's like
okay.
You want.
Okay. Well, if anyone listening does, you're okay too.
You're okay. But I mean, like, you know what I want, and it's one thing. It's to get my clit sucked by a Lily Allen branded vibrator. That's all.
Fuck you very, very much. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's cool.
That. When I went to the vibrator store, I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at every single one. And then eventually I was like, of course I'm just getting the one with the celebrity on it. Like
you do have it?
Who was it?
It's Lily Allen.
Oh,
wait, okay. Esther, what's your review of the Womanizer?
I'm just weird. I think it's like good. I think it's good. I had my last vibrator for like 11 years, and I remember like I was a broke open micer and I spent $100 on it, and I was like, it's rechargeable, I'm gonna like use this forever. And it was like, just that one was just okay, and I feel like this one is a little better. Like,
can I say, if you get into phallophilereviews.com, you learn that clits are all shapes and sizes, and each of these clit suckers suck it in a different way, and one might not work for you, but another might work for you. Should get into this.
What did she say about the Womanizer?
Oh God, don't get me started. How much time do you have? Well, first of all, the Womanizer Liberty, which is the one that Lily has, which is the portable one, only has 6 speeds. And if you have a very sensitive clit, you might want the Womanizer Premium, which has 12 speeds and way more speeds at the lower end of the spectrum. Like a very sensitive clit. It's like, she's like, it's like a whisper for like the first and second settings, which sounds good to me. Like, I want it to be like, I want to work it up. I want to be very light. Like, I don't need it to come on.
See, as much as you're saying you want a penis, like this sounds really cool too. Like having a vagina, like, you know what, no matter what you have downstairs, like it's all cool. And I think we should all celebrate whatever we have, whatever we want. Let's just give it up for genitalia, clit sizes, big, small, and in between. Right, Esther?
Yeah, baby. Esther, clap.
I did clap.
Oh, sorry. I couldn't hear.
So back to the Sephora VIB sale. What do you guys?
Oh my God, I'm like still sharing my screen. Sorry. I have to cut that all out. I was like looking at all my reviews.
Babe, that was up the whole time.
I didn't know.
Oh, it's okay.
Guys, I have had way too much fun today.
I know. Again, last week I was like, wow, I shared a lot. I feel like I shared a lot today. We all did. Caroline, you really went there, and thank you for that.
My pleasure. And again,
it's all about your pleasure, baby girl.
Look, I'll show you guys pictures of my items that I got. I can't even say it. My Switch. Okay, guys, another great episode. Thanks for letting me be so vulnerable. If you need me, I'll be getting my clit sucked to Century City and back.
Congratulations.
And I'll be waiting for my big kiss from my big girl. And you guys, I'm going to be in Phoenix in literally, I think, tomorrow after this comes out. Get tickets if you haven't yet. Come see me in Phoenix. It's going to be probably crazy. My 92-year-old aunt is coming to the show. Probably going to try to bring her up on stage. In Phoenix, tickets are at standuplive.com. And yeah, that's it for me. Clayton?
Follow me at Clayton Hawkins on Instagram and just do that.
Oh yeah, and go to a little website called eatfishwife.com and order the amazing smoked rainbow trout. Holy shit, it's so good.
Have you had it? You've tried it?
It's so good. I squeeze lemon on it and I go insane. I feel so lucky that I know it exists.
Caroline, whose clit do I have to suck to get a little bit of this new?
Mine.
Okay.
I'll tell
All
you
right.
right now, it's mine.
Can I get the fish first?
I'll get you some trout, Clay. I'm so sorry I haven't gotten that to you.
No,
trout,
I'm excited to try it.
Ours is called it smoked clit. Next product is obviously a smoked clit.
Everyone's brands are absolutely like destroyed from this podcast, but that's okay.
That's okay.
Not at all.
You guys, great episode.
Also, anyone who's listening, if anyone who's listening to this podcast remembers and appreciates the movie Polly, please just like, I want all my fellow like literal parrot heads to come and join me and explain how good this movie is on Instagram and on YouTube.
Oh, Clay, thank you. What a great message and a sentiment to end on. Yes, justice for Polly.
I want someone to send me the Subway toys too.
And don't forget to check out sadgirlsclub.org. I think you guys will really be into this organization.
And maybe while you're on the boob tube, watch Chad on TBS.
It's so funny, Caroline. It's so last week's episode when Chad is texting the guy and he says like he's in his class and the guy just writes back, okay. It's the funniest show ever. You guys, Chad on TBS is so fucking funny, and of course it is because Caroline wrote for it. So check out that show.
And Esther's fiance Dave. Okay, guys, that was only
Love you guys.
6 minutes of plugs. Love you guys.
Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.